First thing I'd like to do is introduce you to our staff for the new faces so that you get familiar with who our people are. So this gentleman next to me, this is Mr. Hurley. You can take your mask down. This is Mr. Hurley. He is the assistant for the program. And then Miss Bada, she is our head counselor. Hello. And then we have Miss Kinnett. She's one of our kid counselors. We have Miss Fuchsman, another kid counselor. We have Miss Philibon, another kid counselor. Hello. You're sensing the theme now. We have lots of kid counselors. And then this is, and then we also have 2 more kid counselors that will be joining us next week. So we've got plenty of staff. I guess what I want to do is start with what are some questions that you might have? Just feel free to ask a question. No one has a question?
So we have not, this is our first year for before and after care, and I just wanted to get some details or clarification on pickup and drop off. Do we bring them into the building? Which room do we take them to? I know nothing.
Okay, are your children coming to the morning and afternoon program?
That's correct, yes.
All right, so in the morning, the drop-off hours will be from 7 in the morning until 7:25. And you will come to door number 8. Yes, they're good to go. Sorry, I'm releasing the staff now. They're excited to go home. Anyway, we will, they desert me so quickly. They will be, as I said, the drop-off hours will be from 7 in the morning till 7:25. If you are going to drop your child off later than 7:25, I will need you to either text or call us. So I'm going to give you the phone number that you can text or call us by. And that is area code 317-258-6504. And that is our work cell phone. So you will call that if you're dropping your child off later than 7:25, okay? All right, now, when you bring your child, I'm sorry, did someone have a question?
Is door number 8 the same side door that we've?
Yes.
Okay.
That is the door by the cafeteria. I'm lucky I got this far. Now, you will need to bring your child into the building to sign them in. You cannot just drop them off. When you bring them in the building, you must have a mask on, and the child must also have a mask on. I would only like 1 parent in the building at a time. So if someone's in the building, Mr. Hurley will not let the next one in until that child is signed in. And then when the parent exits the building, the next parent can come in. We're in the end of the hallway, so it's not a big space. And it would not be possible if we let all the parents in at one time to maintain social distancing. So we are doing that to maintain the social distance. Now, what we're going to do a little different with the morning program is that you are not going to type your PIN number in. Mr. Hurley is going to do that, but you're going to tell him what your PIN number is. Does everyone have a PIN number? Does anyone not know what the PIN number is?
I do not know a PIN number.
All right. When you go into your account, you're going to go to your profile. And when you click on that screen, when you go into your account and it lists everyone who is authorized to put your child, you're going to click on your profile. And as you read through that page that comes up, you're going to see where it's going to have PIN number. And you're going to type in a PIN number that you can remember very easily. What I would suggest is perhaps the last 4 digits of your cell number. That would be easiest for you to remember, or your whole cell number without the area code. But it'll be a number that you can remember easily. And you will tell Mr. Hurley what that number is, and we will key it in for you. Once that's been done, then your child is signed in and you can say goodbye to them. and have an awesome day. And then you can leave and we will take good care of your child in the morning. Any questions so far? Also, if you're having problem getting a PIN number in there, when you come in to drop your child off Thursday morning, let us know that you couldn't get in there to get your PIN number. We can put one in there real quick. Okay? And you can also email me tomorrow or call me if you can't get your PIN number figured out, and I will pull up your account and I will add your PIN number. Okay? Yes, no, maybe?
Good so far, I'm following.
Okay.
Everything's good.
Can someone else other than a parent drop the children off as long as they have that PIN number?
Yes, but they will need a separate PIN number. You cannot use the same PIN number for everyone on your pickup list. Everyone has to have their own PIN number. So yes, someone else can drop them off. They just need to have a PIN number.
Basically, it's like it was. They have to get listed on the list of approved pickup people.
Absolutely, yes, sir. And the only one that can add a name to your pickup list is you. I can't add a name. You have to do that. That way it maintains the safety. Because that way I don't add just any round, which I wouldn't do. But, you know, I'm just not going to add just any name to it. So once they're signed in, how our day works is that from 7 to 7:30, we're going to have some organized activities for them. It could be something in the gym, or it could be a craft or board games in the cafeteria. Breakfast for us is 7:30 to 7:45. Now, and that is free to all the children in our ESE program. You do not pay extra for that. We take care of that for you. So they'll have breakfast, and then they'll do cleanup. We will do a head count and a roll call. And then when the bell rings, for our new kids, like our kindergartners, the classrooms are right there by the cafeteria. So we'll make sure that the kindergartners get to their classrooms. Our first graders and higher, they do a pretty good job of getting down to their rooms. There will also be staff in the hallway from the school who will help kids on that first couple of days get to where they need to go. So no child is just going to be cut loose and good luck, kid. We won't do that. We'll make sure that someone is getting them to where they need to be. Okay, any questions on the morning program? All right then. So for the
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome, hon. You're so welcome. Now, when they come to us in the afternoon, our setup is going to be different this year. Did anyone attend any of the Carmel Clay Parks and Recreation summer camps this year? I'll take that as a no. Well, what we're doing is over the summer, we ran summer camps and we ran them very successfully. We took the notion of we're going to divide the kids up into pods. And that's what we're going to do here. And during the summer, the pods were divided up according to grade level so that kids that were the same age or close to the same age would be in one group with no more than 30 kids to a pod. And they had their own activities to do. They had their own lunchtime. We did things like creek stomping and fishing, but it was all done just with that pod so that groups of kids were not meeting at any time. So the way I'm doing it here is basically the same way. My kindergartners will be one pod, my first graders will be one pod, my second and third graders, and then my fourth and fifth grade. They will have the same counselor pretty much every day, so they get to know that person. Each of those groups will have their own wagon with their own activities, their own games, whatever they need to have a good time in the afternoon, they will have that. And then the way the day sets up is the kids come to us, kindergartners will be brought down by an IA to us at the cafeteria, and so will the first graders. So they're the only ones in the cafeteria will be my kindergartners at one end of the cafeteria and my first graders at the other end. And those are my two pods. That is my blue pod and my red pod. My second and third graders, they will go to the gym and staff will be meeting them there. And then my fourth and fifth graders, which is my green team, they will be in the LGI or the back hallway. It just depends on what's going on. So they're already set in their groups. Now, during snack time, we're going to be outside as much as we can. So my kindergartners and first graders, they eat lunch pretty early. So they are usually the hungrier ones. So they're going to have snack first. And what they're going to do is I'm going to have 2 canopies set up outside. And when they get their snack, they're going to go outside to their canopy where they can just sit and have snack. And the other 2 groups will be on the playground. We also ask that the children have water bottles. They can't use the water fountains, but the water bottle portion will be on so they can refill it. And I will also have 2 to 3 coolers filled with ice water so that they can also get ice water from there. We will be pushing the fluids because, you know, the next couple of months is still going to be pretty warm. And I like to have the children outside as much as possible. So we want to make sure they're getting plenty of fluids. So while those 2 groups are having their snack time, my other groups are at recess. At 3:10, I switch it. My 2 younger kids, they will go to recess. Kindergartners, I will put them on the kindergarten playground. First grade will go on the other playground. So again, they have their own playing areas. Yellow team and green team will come into the cafeteria to get their snack. Then they will go outside and there's the 2 canopies that they can sit at there. After we have our snack and recess, at about 3:40, I will call everyone inside and they will come in separate doors and go back to their pods. And beginning Thursday, even though they won't have homework, I will have a homework time set up because I want them to get used to the idea at this time we go to homework so that when they start getting homework, or in kindergarten cases, I want to get them used to the idea that when they get to first grade, okay, then I start having homework. So their homework time, what they do is a little different from everyone else. Each pod, as I said, will have their staff member in it. We will require all the children to pull out their homework folders. If they don't have homework, they need to show me their folder that I see there is no homework in there. If they have homework, then they're going to do it right then and there. Now, parents, you will be the ones to tell me, and I'll send you a homework agreement where you will sign it and you will, on it, you will choose, yes, I want my child to do homework during the regular homework time, or you will check, I want my child to finish homework before they go to activities, or the last one is, my child will do homework at home. And then you will sign it. And when you sign it, then that's what I go by. And, you know, sometimes I have kids that'll tell me, no, mom wants me to bring it home. And I will pull out the homework agreement and look at it. And then I'll have them look at it and say, hey, you signed it and mom signed it. And that says you do homework here. So they'll have their homework time. It's about 35 minutes. Staff will check their homework to make sure it's been done correctly. Or if they need to make changes on it, then they will make changes on it. But once the homework time is over, then we go to our club time. And how we do our clubs is there are 4 activities, but they're going to be rotated through the day. So on Thursday, am I going too fast?
No.
I mean, if you have any questions, please feel free to interrupt me. I just want to make sure that I get this information to you, especially my new parents. I want you to be comfortable having them here. So for my red team, which is my kindergartners, they're going to be doing coloring sheets and probably a simple craft. That's going to be their activity. My blue team is playing soccer outside. My yellow group is doing gaga ball. And then my green team, they are going to do sidewalk chalk. So that's, let's say that's on a Monday. Then on Tuesday, everybody swaps activities. So they do one activity. Oh,
Sorry.
oh, that's okay. So they'll each do one activity, and then the next day they'll do a different activity. It will rotate. So Monday and Thursday, all 4 groups will have had sidewalk chalk. All 4 will have had gaga ball, soccer, and the craft and the coloring. So they'll all have had that. And then on Friday, we'll let the children choose from those activities which one they enjoyed the most, and they can do it again. Now, if I got 2 groups that want to do gaga ball, I have the space for 2 groups to do gaga ball. One will be outside and one will be in the gym. If I've got more than one group that wants to do soccer, then we'll set up 3 different areas for soccer. so that everyone that wants to do it on Friday has a chance to do it. So it's kind of, we call it Friday Fun Day because they get to choose what they want to do. I have my pickup time scheduled for 5 to 6 is going to be our official pickup time. So from 5 to 6 is when you'll pick up your child. If you want to pick them up before 5 o'clock, then I need you to call that number that you gave me and give me about 10 to 15 minutes, because if they're outside on the playground, I need them to have time to come in, and they will get their things, and then I will have them outside waiting for you. I'm going to test out a new thing this year. We're going to run it like the carpool line, where you do not have to come inside. We will bring the child out to the car. We will have our iPad with us so that we can key in your PIN number. What I would like for you to do for me is, when you pick up your child, please have their name, full name, and the PIN number on a piece of paper in the windshield. And that way I can just look at it, I can call for the child, and I can put the PIN in, and then we can get you moving as quickly as possible. Any questions on that?
Could you give us the phone number again?
Sure. It's area code 317-258-6504.
Awesome, thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. And the reason we want to do the pickup like in the drive-through line is, again, to keep people out of the building. We really have to minimize just how many people are in there. And sometimes I have groups of parents that show up at the same time. And again, we would not be able to maintain the social distancing. So if you call me before the 5 o'clock pickup time, that is not a problem, and it is not inconvenient for me at all. I just need you to give me at least 10 to 15 minutes to get your child here, so that when you show up, your child is ready to go. And that way, when the weather's bad, the only one outside in it is me, or my assistant, who I may stick out there on those rainy, snowy days. But that way you can stay in your car, and it's quick for the children to get in the car, and you are good to go. Does that?
And what is it that we need on the piece of paper in the windshield?
What I would like for you to do is put your child's full name on it, and also your PIN number.
Okay.
And I'm going to have the contact list with me out there. So when you give me your name, I'm going to be checking my contact list to make sure that you are the person that is supposed to pick up the child. If someone comes to get your child and they are not on the pickup list, which means they're not one of the names that you put down, I will not release the child to them. That child will stay with me until someone on that list comes and gets them. And it's not to be mean. I take children's safety very seriously. And I don't want to give a child or put a child in a car if I don't see that they are allowed to pick them up. It's not to give a hard time to you, because I know sometimes parents, you're working late, something changes, and you need to send someone else to get them. And I totally understand that. I just ask that you understand that if they're not on that list, I'm not going to let that child go.
Quick question on that. Is it going to be an electronic list or a paper copy that you've printed out?
I'm going to have both. I have the paper as the backup list because sometimes, the Wi-Fi goes down. So what I'm going to do is I will have that paper list with me, and I can go through it very quickly. And then I will honestly, go ahead.
No, you go ahead. I'm sorry.
I get to know the families and the children pretty quick. So does Mr. Hurley. And once we recognize you, I'll even recognize you by your car. Before you even pull in, I will have called for your child, because I'll recognize your car and I'll recognize you. So I won't have to keep checking your ID. Now, for those of you who have never been with us before, obviously I do not know who you are yet. So I will need a picture ID. And that goes for anyone that you send to pick up your child. If you tell me Joe Smith is coming to get your child, Joe Smith must have a picture ID, or else I will not release the child to them. So and again, it's very important. We want to make sure the children are going where they need to go and with the right person.
Yeah, I definitely appreciate that. So I guess the end question here, if someone is not on the list but it's a last minute arrangement, do we go and just add that to the portal and you'll see that by the time they get there?
What they'll say is, well, they told me that they put me on the list. And
Okay,
then we can go into the portal and we can take a look at it. And what I do is I regularly change or I replace the contact list. Probably once a week, I'll go in there and pull another copy because names change. You add names, you take names off. And that's what you can do. If you want to remove someone from that pickup list, all you have to do is go into your portal, your account, and just remove them from the list. And again, you can add as many people as you want. I've had as many as 12 people on a pickup list before. It was interesting, but you know, it was covered. So you can make any changes that you need to make.
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome, ma'am. You're welcome. What else can I answer about our, parent conferences? Sometimes children do have a bad day. It happens, they're children, they're gonna make mistakes. They're supposed to. And this is a safe environment for them to make mistakes. We learn from them. I'm still making mistakes. I'm 60 and boy, can I still make some really big mistakes. But that's okay. So what'll happen is normally it would be a face-to-face conversation, but because of the times that we are currently in, it's going to be a phone conference. Okay, a conference call. And it will basically, I'll let you know, like when you pick them up, hey, I need to talk to you about what happened today. And I'll give you a brief outline of what happened. And then before I leave that night, you can call me and we can have more time to talk about it. Or I can give you a call. You just tell me what time works best for you. So instead of in-person conference, we're going to have conference calls. Now that does not happen very often. What generally I like to do is just tell you the good things that they've done. Or, you know, just we like to take pictures of the kids and put them on our parent table. What we're going to do this year is we're going to send out videos of the kids being involved in activities with their group. I will also be sending random pictures of the kids, maybe doing something silly. We like silliness. It goes very well here. So we like to keep you informed as much as possible. So we'll do that by videos. We'll do that with pictures. And you'll be receiving 1 to 2 emails from us a week, just with like payment reminders. I know everyone loves to hear about that, but it'll be like payment reminders. It'll be for some upcoming events for the kids. Another thing that has changed this year is that we've always enjoyed doing site celebrations and Parents' Night Out. Until further notice, we are unable to do those site celebrations and Parents' Night Out. But I will make sure that we will have special events for the kids during normal program hours. I just won't be able to invite parents to it. And that's a sadness to me. We have something I've enjoyed doing for years, which was Carols and Cocoa. I've done it for 14 years, but I will not be able to do it this year, which is kind of sad. But, you know, we have to think about the safety of the children. So what we'll do is special events, parties for them during the regular program hours. They'll still have fun. Any questions on anything?
So I apologize. I was on
Hi there.
another conference call, so I was a tiny bit late. But so on that phone number you gave, was that just if you're there before 5, or is that the phone number we also call when we're pulling up during normal hours?
Oh, yes, you can call when you're pulling up during normal hours, or that's the number you also call.
I assume you didn't want us to go beep, beep.
Well, that would be
Sorry.
entertaining. It would be very highly entertaining. I would be really amused, unless it's raining, not so amused then. But yes, call that number. And if you just want to call and see how your child is doing, call that number too.
Okay.
And you know, I know parents with kindergartners, you get a little nervous. You want to know how they're doing. It may be the first time that they have been away from home that long. I mean, it's the school day and then coming to the after school program. It's a long day for the child. So if you want to call and just say, hey, this is so-and-so, and I want to know how my daughter's doing or my son, I'm going to give you an update right there and let you know what's going on. Now, sometimes kids get sick. They're doing fine during the school day, but then they come to us and they're not feeling well. I will have an area for them to be in. When I call you, I may very well tell you that, they are running a temp and I do need you to come pick them up. Then we follow school policy then. I believe it's 24 hours fever-free without any type of medication before they can return to the program. And with this, with the COVID-19, we have to be very careful. So where we bring them, I bring them out close to the parent table, so they're not isolated someplace by themselves. They will be by either myself or Mr. Hurley. They won't be left to their own devices, and we'll keep continually checking on them and making sure that they're okay. How are we doing so far?
I also have a question. I got in a little bit late as well, so I apologize. We are not doing the before school, just the after school. And so
Okay.
I'm wondering where to pick them up. We have a kindergartner, so.
Okay, so when you pick them up, you're going to come to door 8. The same program or the same door that you drop them off in the morning, you will also come to door 8. It's by the cafeteria. So when you pull into the parking lot, you're just going to go all the way around the building to door number 8.
Okay, awesome. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're very welcome. We like our kindergartners. We'll take good care of them.
Okay, thanks.
What else can I talk to you guys about? Oh, okay, for snacks. You may bring your own snack, but in the afternoon, we do supply snack. One thing that will be different this year is that the snacks will come out into the cafeteria. So instead of going through the kitchen line, the snacks will be in the cafeteria. They will already be bagged. Everyone will have the same thing. There will be a drink. It will be their snack. They'll have a napkin, straw, a spoon if they need it. It'll be in a bag, and the kids will just come up and we will hand them that bag. And then they will take it outside to have for snack time. So snack is supplied. And again, there is no additional cost to it. We take care of all that for you. If they don't like the snack that we have, and I'm expecting to get a snack list soon, as soon as I get it, all our snacks come from the school. So as soon as I get that list, I will email it out to you so that you know what we're having. It's on a 3-week rotating schedule. So 1 week they'll have something on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Then the next week it'll be something different. Then the 3rd week, something different. And then the 4th week, it starts over with the snack from the 1st week. And if they don't like it, they can pack their own snack. Now, does anyone have any children with allergies? Okay, that's good. Because it shows up on the computer in the cafeteria, but I will also pull a list of any student that has an allergy or anything that I need to be made aware of so that I can put certain things in place for them so that they have themselves an enjoyable day. And I'm looking at my list here, and I think I've covered everything. We ask that no toys or stuffed animals come to our program. We've got plenty of stuff for them to play with, so they won't need anything like that. I will be sending out a technology agreement. Hello. Nope, no one wants to get in. Someone pinged something. Wasn't me. I will be sending home a technology agreement. Generally, it's for 1st through 5th grade. And what it is, it just stipulates that there are certain conditions that have to be followed in order for your child to use a iPad that they bring from home, or some kids, older kids have cell phones. They will need to follow only, or they can only use the what is approved by CCS and nothing other than that, just CCS approved websites. If they violate the agreement, they're given a warning the first time. The second time, they lose their technology privileges for 2 weeks. The third time, they will lose it for the remainder of the semester. It has to be that way because sometimes kids get curious and they try to get into things they shouldn't be getting into. If they refuse to show me when I ask what it is that they are looking at or working on, then I will remove their privilege for 1 week. I will get that sent out to you. Generally by email, I send a lot of stuff out, so it'll have different attachments. The time they can use their tech devices would be during homework time. When they're done with their homework, they can pull it out and use it then. And also, if we have an indoor recess, can't get outside to play, then I will allow them, I will pull them to a certain area in their pods, and they can sit there with their devices. They cannot have someone sharing it with them. They are the only ones that can use it, and their buddy can't sit there and look at things and do things with them. So again, and a large part of that is, again, to maintain that social distancing. Any questions? Is everything making sense?
Yes. Thank you very much. I gotta go. I really appreciated it. Thank you.
You're welcome, Mr. Marcus. Looking forward to seeing you guys again.
Yep, me too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. That is the.
I have one quick.
Oh, yes, go ahead, ma'am.
I have one quick question. If we know, so on say a Thursday that our son always needs to be picked up a little bit earlier, should we let you know that schedule ahead of time? So pickup is at 6. Is that correct? So if they're
Yes.
going to be okay.
Yeah, if
So
they're,
we would just let you know.
yes, ma'am. If you're going to pick them up, I mean, and you can pick your child up at any time. You don't have to wait till 5 o'clock. We just, before 5 o'clock, we just need you to give us a call, because at that time they are in their activities, and some of the activities are outside, like on the playground. That's where the Gaga ball pit is. So if they're out there playing Gaga ball, well, it's what I refer to as the back 40. It is a bit of a walk from door 8 to there. So if you can call me and just give me time to get your children inside to get their stuff, it's greatly appreciated. And you would just call that number and say, hey, I'm on my way. I'll be there in about 10 minutes. And then we will run like mad and get them there for you.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. And that is what I have. It went by.
Thanks, Valeska.
Oh, you're welcome. I'll see you later, miss, and all 3 of those youngins.
Yes, you will. Thanks. Bye.
Bye-bye. I love it when I have returning parents. New parents, you're in for a treat. My staff and I, well, we're just awesome and modest. But we do enjoy what we do. We love running this program. I have been here, I'm going into my 15th year. Mr. Hurley, he is the new assistant to the program, but he has worked for the Parks Department, how many years now? About 7 years. So we have an experienced staff. I've got kid counselors that have been with me for onwards of 11 years. And then I've got some new staff. We have a wide range of ages. I've got college students working for us. We have high school students working for us. We've had some retirees come in and work for us. So we have a large spectrum of the population that will come in to work with children, and they do it because they enjoy it. And we enjoy what we do. You are part of an absolutely wonderful school, and then you get to come to an absolutely wonderful after school and before school program. And we like to brag about it. We're not perfect, never will be. And if you ever have any questions or concerns, please email or call me. That's what I am here for. And if I'm not here, that's what Mr. Hurley is here for. We are here to take care of your child, and we truly are blessed, and thank you for trusting your child in our care. And we will do our best not to let you down.